EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Buffalo Bills and the Chicago Bears. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Taken at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And they'll come out with a three tight end look on the first play of the drive. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's got room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. To throw is Fields. Dancing to his left. Over the middle, complete. That's Griffin. Touchdown, Bears! From 10 yards out. And the Bears are on the board first here this afternoon. Santos with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On 2nd down, Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were two things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. And now they'll throw with Allen rolling to his left. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up. To the air, Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll try the middle with Cook. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Stuck for a loss by the safety, Eddie Jackson.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
On 2nd and 12, Allen. Leaping, and he makes the grab. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 26. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. Throwing on first down is Allen. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Back to the ground, Cook. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. I think if you blitz a running play, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Reggie Gilliam, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bills are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. These two teams all tied after one. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Fields. Flushed out right. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Mike's 49.
Fields on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And award that sack to Boogie Basham.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring them down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
And he will slide down with a good gain. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a 1st down. It's 4th. Now Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Santos' kick is up and through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Again, it's Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. Room here to run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Stopped on the play by Jaquan Brisker. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Allen to throw it. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 5 now. Allen forced out to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKenzie. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run with Cook. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They try again with Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Now it's Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. Back to throw, Fields. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Fields throwing again. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Fields. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That'll be complete to Cook. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
On first down, Allen working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay a 4-point game.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now Cook running right to about the 48-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From just shy of midfield, Allen buying time to his left. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 41-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Cook up the gut. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Davion Taylor there to bring him down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. And Diggs has it. Ooh, the juke. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 17-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off play action, Fields. Completes a Mooney on the slant. And they work this well upfield. Across the 45. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Velus Jones, 54 yards. And the Bears have got it back to within a score. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
A give. This is Cook. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. They run it again with Cook. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Handoff comes to Cook, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Credit Jalen Johnson, normally shutting down throwing lanes, but there he shut down that play in the backfield. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 2nd and 12, Allen eluding the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
No surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time. There he goes, right side. 30. 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Velus Jones. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bears strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
A very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle, but give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Running on first down is Cook, but he didn't find much there. Call it a gain of 3. 2nd down. 2nd down and 7. Allen going to throw. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Cook. Michael Ojemudia with the tackle.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
From the 16, Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Quentin Morris, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Fields throw here into the hands of Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. Gregory Rousseau works his way in for the stop and the loss.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
Out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 42. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Fields going to get this to Montgomery. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On play action, Fields. On the move to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Chase Claypool, 38 yards. And the Bears have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Well, he scrambled outside of the pocket, wondered what was going to happen there. He fired a dart. That's what happened.
He certainly did. Scrambled left, looked left, and then left it in the receiver's hands with some dispatch.
In the receiver's hands, in the end zone for the score. And he's brought down. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Dancing to his left. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Now Allen. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Boy, what would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Cook on the toss left. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
He'll buy some time right. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Allen. Flush to his right. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Now Allen. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Two huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on second down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die fourth down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They are just brimming with it right now.
Now Allen, got to have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Hooked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the Bears have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small.